Hello, my name is Evma, and today I present to you the 7 cheapest destinations in Asia. Southeast Asia is the heaven of backpackers, those who are looking for extreme exoticism, adventurers or couples in search of the ideal place for their honeymoon. The landscapes are wonderful, and the good news is that, for some places, you don't even have to take too much money out of your pocket. Number 1. Nepal. If you arrive through Nepal, you have probably already considered a route through the Himalayas. But you do not have to like hiking to choose Nepal. Here you can also find natural parks, where you can walk on the backs of an elephant, meditation centers, whirling rivers on which to raft, or the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Nepal offers you a lot of different experiences than many places you've been to before. As for the prices, it's heaven on earth. In Kathmandu, for example, you will find a lot of decent accommodations with air conditioning, plasma TV, hot water, for $20 a night. Hiking through the mountains is a little more expensive because you have to pay a guide, but also a trekking permit, accommodation and food. Even so, you still don't come out with a huge hole in your budget. Number 2. Cambodia. A poor country, with simple people, trying to recover from the ravages of history. You almost feel guilty when you pay only €10 on a clean room with breakfast included. If you want something more luxurious, you can have an apartment with a swimming pool for a maximum of €60. The food is excellent, and you can serve it both in restaurants for tourists and in local markets without affecting your budget too much. As for what you can do there, we can write full pages, but we limit ourselves to just telling you not to miss the star of the country, Angkor Wat, which is the largest temple complex in the world, to take a tour on the floating lakes, to tick off the capital, Phnom Penh, and the S21 prison, transformed into the Genocide Museum, and spend a few days relaxing on the coast in Chinookville. And everything with a maximum of €40 a day. Number 3. India. It is known that in India there is great poverty, but do not expect to pay the same prices everywhere as the locals. If you choose to stay in a luxurious hotel in Delhi, take a taxi, only walk around, and have dinner in renowned restaurants, then perhaps the excursa in India will cost you almost as much as one in Dubai. If you are not picky, and you know exactly how to share your money, then you can have a dream vacation for a derisory amount. We are talking, isn't it, about a huge country, so choose carefully the places where you want to spend time, because the distances between cities are huge. Most tourists head to Goa or Kerala and visit objective number 1, the Great Taj Mahal. As for the food, if you are not afraid of the famous Delhi belly, you can eat godly for a few euros. Number 4. Sri Lanka. If you see pictures of Sri Lanka, you'd say that's what paradise looks like. If you find out what the prices are there, you realize that paradise is accessible to everyone, without extreme efforts. So if we do not take into account the plane, for a 3-week trip to Sri Lanka, you can spend even €700, that is just over €30 a day. We are obviously referring to individual trips, not those purchased through agencies. Number 5. Vietnam. It attracts more and more tourists, eager to discover its wonders. A poor country, but rich in culture, history, and natural beauties. Accommodation is cheap to very cheap, and with $10 a day, you can say that you can easily cope with food. If you plan to cross it all, from north to south, or vice versa, then find out that buses are cheap, but you can also opt for a domestic flight. Put on your list the far north of Vietnam, where you can visit the tribes of the mountainous regions of Sapa, Hoi An, the most beautiful city in Vietnam, a trip to the Mekong Delta, and a cruise in Ha Long Bay. Do not forget about the cities of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, where you must try the local soup, PHO, which you can find even at the price of $1. Number 6. Laos. Laos equals relaxation. You'd say time works differently here. For a budget of no more than €20 per day, you can have access to hiking through national parks, where there are waterfalls of unreal colors, fabulous caves, but also some simple and elegant cities where anyone finds its place, with accommodations for all tastes and all pockets. If you are not picky, you can stay under $10, and if you care about comfort, you can book a luxurious room at only €50. In tourist restaurants, food is a little more expensive, but you always have the option of markets with street food, good and cheap. Number 7. Thailand. Although lately prices have increased, Thailand remains the number 1 choice when it comes to an affordable exotic vacation. It is one of the few countries where tourists return again and again, without getting bored, and without exhausting its treasures. Of course, not everywhere is cheap, For example, in Koh Samui or Phuket, you can find luxurious accommodations that jump €100 per night. Thai cuisine is a delight that you will remember for a long time to come. And the prices are very affordable, so the risk of coming back with a few extra kilos is high. As for the sights here, the offer is generous. One of Thailand's fascinations is the authentic floating markets that you must visit. Direct your interest and steps to the north in Chiang Mai, where you can hike in the brains of the mountains, riding on the elephant, or you can visit fabulous temples. And of course, do not forget about Bangkok, also called the City of Angels, the most charming metropolis in Southeast Asia. All in all, you can have a dream stay in Thailand for €40 a day, in which, do not worry, a few beers or 2 delicious cocktails are included. If you are curious to explore more information about plane prices, hostels and excursions, visit my site. The link can be found in the description. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel.